Now for this exercise, you're gonna need 2 yoga blocks or something similar. First one is for head support, second one is for emotional support. So we're gonna lay on our left side. We're gonna put our head support underneath our head. We're gonna take our emotional support block, and you can either hold it out in front of you, or, especially if you have really good range of motion, just give it a hug, okay? So you can just pull it into your body, try to use it to create some internal tension to help to give you some sense of stability through that upper body. Your bottom leg, I don't care. If you wanna have it straight, if you wanna have it bent, I'm fine with either one. Straight is a little bit harder, because you're gonna feel a little bit more off balance. If it's bent, you're gonna feel like you have a little bit more stability, because you have a bit of a wider base. Now here's what we're gonna do. Shake that leg out quickly. You're gonna straighten that leg out. This is gonna be hard after the exercises we just did, okay? Bear that in mind. If you're just diving straight into this exercise, it's gonna be way easier. If you do this after what we just did, it's gonna be so much harder, but you're gonna get more return on investment. So with that leg straight, you're gonna rotate your thigh outwards. So notice how my kneecap and my toes point up towards the ceiling. I want you to keep that in mind, because through this entire exercise, you're fighting to rotate it further. Okay, so you're not just trying to maintain what you have here, you're trying to capture more the whole time that you're moving your leg, and you never get a break from that. At no point do you want to let your knees and your toes point back down towards the ground. So you're fighting for as much as you possibly can, okay? So we're gonna give that emotional support block a good hug here. Big breath in. Knee's gonna stay straight the entire time as well. You're gonna rotate your thigh outwards. Keeping it rotated outwards, you're gonna see how high you can pull your leg up towards you. Then you're gonna start to open your leg up towards the ceiling, but as you do so, you're trying to rotate your thigh outwards the whole time. Okay, and when you can't come up anymore, you're gonna start reaching back behind you, but fighting to keep those toes pointed up. Don't let them point down. Keep them rotated up. Try to keep your belly button pointed straight ahead as you do so, and then that leg's gonna start coming down. You're trying to keep it behind your hip as best you possibly can. Then you're gonna come through. Leg's gonna come down towards the other leg, but your toes and kneecap should still be pointed up. In fact, see if you can squeeze out a little bit more out of that hip, and then you're gonna reach back with that leg, but don't let that knee bend. Keep that leg nice and straight, and as you reach back, it's gonna start coming up, and now you're trying to think, pull your big toe towards your right ear. See how high you can get it up towards that ear, fighting to keep it rotated outwards. Again, don't let it rotate in, and then you're gonna come back around in front. You're trying to keep it as close to your face as you can, but still point it up. And then we're gonna come all the way back down. You get a little break, and then we go right back into it for number 2. Legs stay straight, knees stay straight, toes pointed up, kneecaps pointed up, and then we're gonna come forward. We're gonna come as close to our face as we can, keeping that knee straight, and then we're gonna start to open up towards the ceiling, but still fighting to rotate that leg out. Same thing as you reach back behind you. Try not to let your belly button go with it, okay? Try to keep your belly button pointed straight ahead. You're gonna come back around, leg's gonna come down. Whew, you get a kind of a little break here, but you don't rest your leg on your other leg. You're gonna go straight back, try to keep your kneecap and toes pointed up. Reach that leg back behind you. Then you're gonna start pulling that foot towards your right ear. You're gonna come back around in front. Still think rotate out, rotate out, rotate out. The entire time you're trying to squeeze or wring out as much external rotation in that hip as you possibly can. We have one more left. Leg straight, hip rotated out. Leg's gonna come around in front. You're gonna pull your foot up towards your face, squeezing the front of your hip, but keeping it rotated out. Then you're gonna open up towards the ceiling, fighting to keep it rotated out. Then you're gonna start reaching back behind you. Same rule applies. Keep it rotated out, leg's gonna come down underneath. You get a tiny sort of half break, and then you're gonna go straight back into extension. Keep it rotated out. You're gonna try and pull your toes up towards your ears, but fighting to keep that knee rotated back behind you the whole time. And then that leg's gonna come back around in front, and then it's gonna go back down underneath you.